In this video, we're going to talk about how we can use price action rules to help us navigate the market and identify high probability setups. We're looking at S&P 500 and futures, and the market structure in front of us is consolidation. We have flat EMA, consistent price swings up and down, but there is slight bullish bias because I can see that every single major low is higher and higher, and every single major high is higher and higher as well. So this is telling me is there is slight bullish bias, but nothing too significant. Let's see what's going to happen. It's pretty much still going quite sideways. We have a push above EMA, and we actually have a second entry long here. Now you can see how broad these two legs down are. This is not reversal. How would reversal look like? Reversal would be a felt second entry long below EMA. Because second entry long is so broad and held, it's actually confirming more the bullish bias. I was eyeing maybe some wider channel. It's a little bit too broad for trend range, but it is potential channel to consider. If you want to take a second entry long like this, because two legs down are broad, you should use limit order simply because this is not uptrend and this bar is fairly big. By the time you get high low, of course, you cannot take bearish bar high low. Double bar entry is simply too big. The scalp is already made. So right now we're starting to go sideways, and market is struggling to break this key level. So the sellers are still present, and the bullish imbalance is not as strong as it looked like initially. So right now we're pretty much just going sideways. Also, we have high impact news announced in 5 minutes, so you have to be careful not to trade around high impact news. And market finally traded down, and we have clear structure on our hands. This is what you're looking for. When you're not sure what kind of structure it is, just follow the short-term trends and look for second entries at the key entry point. At the EMA, we have a new low first entry short, break, push to a new extreme, and the downtrend already played out. So right now this is telling me that trendline rule played out with break a new low. We have massive push above EMA, and there was actually additional push down. The trend was a little bit wider, something like this, but there is no good setup anyway. Once you're breaking down like this, you're getting the hint that the market right now wants to see new low for a little bit wider channel. This was very close, break was tiny. So thinking about second entry short was okay, but there was none of this. Break new extreme. And right now we're at the bottom of the trend range. This is why it's so important to mark the low today and high today important key levels. Why? Because they will come into play eventually later on. So you have low today, high today important key level, downtrend, break, push to a new extreme. We're not fully close to these lows to go long just yet. You can consider going long at the bottom, buying low after downtrend played out breaking low, but I don't see no good trade. This is inside bar, so not really great opportunity to go long yet. We're breaking higher, which means as a price action trader now, I have to draw a brand new uptrend that is working higher, something like this. Okay, we're working higher. Going to draw the downtrend working lower. Now I'm thinking about second entry long. Okay. I've identified the structure, which is recent bullish trend, new high first entry long. I want to see second entry long as a high probability setup at the EMA. Can I get it? No, and we have spike to new extreme. Okay, so we're starting the day with no setups, but it's okay. There's still plenty of time left in the day. But this is what we do as price action traders. We navigate these channels, we follow the trendline rule, and we look for high probability setups. Now, this is a good sign that this structure is a little bit too bullish. Because after breaking new high, there is no reversal and you have additional push up. I want to draw a wider channel. Why I want to draw a wider channel like this? Because from the very beginning of the move, you can't even touch the EMA. The break of this tight channel also didn't touch the EMA. So this is too steep. There is no broad break push to new high. It looks seamless. It looks like a one leg up, okay? One push up. No confirmations of the EMA whatsoever. So this allows me to draw even wider channel because it's so seamless. And it looks like there's a spike on channel in play. Now what you want to see, if you're not sure, play with the EMA. If EMA is going to hold, you can consider buying. If EMA is going to break, of course, you're going to reassess. You cannot go long here. You're not full at the EMA. New high first entry long, second entry long. You're not full at the EMA, so nothing yet. And now this is almost to be double trap because the second entry long that is not at the EMA fully, they got stopped. This is why you want to see that pullback to the EMA. There's a gap, and this is common. This is telling you that the correction is still kicking in. Had there been great bar, you can actually consider going long here on this double trap, but there is no good bar, doji, and you didn't even trigger below the previous bar, so you can't really go long here. Can I get high-low confirmation setup? And I have high-low confirmation setup right here. High-low, confirming this visual double trap. Now, it is very close to look like double top, but technically not really, okay? I took this high-low myself because there is technically no new high yet. This is a great bullish bar at the EMA, one rejection, second rejection of the EMA, spike and a channel needs new high. It looks too bullish, broad 2 legs down. Also, there's probably not reversal if these 2 legs are quite broad like this. So everything is telling us we can go long. So this is a great high-low confirmation setup, great single bar, not that big, only 2 points, especially if you're going to use limit order. You know, this big bearish bar is quite scary normally, but when this bar is so small, it's a high-low, you need new high, it's definitely a good setup to take a risk on. It looks like it's going to stop you out, but your stop loss is one tick below signal bar. You just have to trust the rules. You have to let the trade play out. You have mini second entry long, but you can't really enter because this is an inside bar, bearish bar. Double bar entry is too big, so nothing much is happening here. Breaking new high and uptrend played out. So right now I'm going to pause, looking to go long. Okay. But there is no reversal. Market keeps going higher and we keep going higher. Okay. So breaking new high is not followed by reversal and you continue to go higher. So after breaking new high, you would expect correction or reversal. And in fact, you have uptrend continuation. And if I have uptrend continuation, this means I have to look for some channel. And I'm going to look for some spike in a channel pattern, maybe something like this. Something like this. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be close. You're going to tweak the channel eventually as you get more information. Okay, market is correcting lower. I'm going to follow the correction. New high first entry long. I have a second entry long. Can I consider this second entry long? Not really, because we just drew the secondary channel. Okay, we don't really know if this channel is valid or not. Our first channel just played out with the break new high. You know, you don't really know which channel is correct one. So I really believe we need some confirmation. It's a tempting setup. If you took it, I can't really blame you. It looked quite bullish, but because this is a secondary channel, I really feel like we need some high-low, something like this, double trap, something stronger. Once again, if you took it, I can see why, but you know, this channel is not fully to be trusted yet. Let's get something safer. Okay, now I want to see high-low confirmation setup because we have downtrend break, push to a new extreme. So even the downtrend played out, which is good sign that there is no downtrend continuation. We're back above EMA, which is confirming, okay, this structure is indeed bullish. Can I get high-low? Yes, I have. Actually, we have high-low here above this bearish bar, but you cannot go long above this bearish bar. It's too bearish. So this is technically mini second entry long and a felt second entry short. But I viewed it as a one big high-low. You can consider double bar entry because it's a strong setup. 2 legs down, push above EMA, mini second entry long. This was the second trade that I took. And I use limit order. Double bar entry, you're going to wait for a trigger above this bar and drop a limit order. And another great trade, push to new high. Trend is still in play, but I have to respect corrections. Okay, as a price action trader, you have to respect corrections. Okay, you have another felt second entry short, but it's a doji bar, so I have to skip. Had this been much stronger bar, maybe, but it's a doji bar, so I have to skip. Okay, downtrend has a break, push to new extreme. Even this one, because this feels like double top, so market wants to see even this like over. The break above EMA is a good sign of bullish resumption, and now we expect new high for this channel. So now you want to see actually high-low, solid high-low would be okay because this correction is not that long. Or felt second entry short. You're back below EMA though, so I can't take high-low below EMA in no man's land. Can I get something above EMA? No, and you already have a break in new high. Okay, you have a second entry long here again, but it's an inside bar, and you just have a break in new high for this uptrend. This uptrend just is breaking new high. It looks bullish, yes, but it's an inside bar and we don't really like inside bars. Can I get high-low? No high-low. But now it's a good sign to draw slightly wider channel, something like this. Because we keep going higher after breaking new high of the initial channel. Why? Because it's uptrend continuation. So you can see, you don't really know when the trend is starting, it's going to evolve into this, but it's okay. As a price action trader, you don't need to predict anything, you just follow the market makers. So just patiently following them, you're looking for these channels. As you get more information, you're tweaking the channels, you're watching the EMA, you're watching the structure, and you're getting the information that the market is still bullish, and you can keep thinking about buying, not think about selling, and look for different channels. So you don't have to be too worried that you didn't find the right channel right at the beginning, okay? That's not your task. Your task is just to follow the market, gather information. Let's see what's going to happen. Okay, the downtrend is correcting first entry long. Can I get a second entry long at the EMA? Yes, but it's another inside bar. It's a shame. Had this not been an inside bar, it's a great trade. Technically, we have a mini second entry long here, but you know, let's view this as a visual one. But it's an inside bar. It's a really shame. This is an inside bar because this is a great trade. 2 key entry points. But it's an inside bar again, so you know, when the context is so good and you have 2 key entry points, maybe you can consider, because it's not that big of a risk, but you have to be generally careful. But when the context is so strong and you're confident, you can risk inside bar here and there. Okay, you have new high first entry long, second entry long, but no trigger above the signal bar. There was no trigger. Can I get high low? No high low, and now the market is about to close. It's too late, and it's still quite bullish. So this is the overall structure for today. We started with small consolidation. Eventually we had nice uptrend that kicked in. Few good setups at the very beginning of this uptrend, and then you have secondary uptrend that continues to go higher, which is also nice to trade. You can see the beauty of price action. EMA aligns with the trend line. Correction phase will end at the key entry point, where all the smart traders will go long. Okay, it's counterintuitive because you see the market reversing for a little bit, and if you're a beginner trader, it looks like it's about to roll over. There's a reversal, but you have to trust the rules. You have to buy at the bottom. Okay, you have to buy at the right price. The market's going to continue working higher. Unfortunately, inside bar again. Here, the inside bar is really a problem because this channel is just about to be developed. But here, the inside bar is much easier to take because you finally have some confirmation about the structure. And this second entry long didn't get a trigger. Had that been triggered, you can consider, and at this point pretty much way too late. So decent price action. The second part was very predictable, so that's important. So I hope you had a good trading. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna talk to you next time. Good luck your trading.